right, welcome everybody to Fustini's Facebook Live. We're calling this Friday at Fustini's. You know us, we like to get Fustini's in there. Fustina Fine, Fustini Quarantini, but this is actually where I am fortunately held in quarantini with my daughter Mallory, who came up with this, along with a couple of other roommates. Today, what we're going to do, we're going to show you some really simple salad dressing ideas that should be very easy for you to implement. We hope that this inspires you to cook good, fresh food, to prepare good, fresh food during this time of quarantine. So we've got two of our managers on the line, Nancy Jenkins in Ann Arbor, and then Denise Wahlberg over in Holland. At the end of this, I'll come back on. We're going to try to keep this to 25 minutes. I will wrap up with some final comments, some discount offers for the items that you're going to see, and what's to come. So thanks for joining us, Nancy in Ann Arbor. Can you join us?
Hey, I'd be happy to. Good to see you all. Hi, Denise. Hi, Jim. So here I am in my kitchen. So this is where I'm quarantined in Northville, actually. I work in the Ann Arbor store. Looking out the window at the snow coming down pretty heavily and thinking that I'm glad that I picked the recipe I did today. It'll bring a breath of summer and spring, hopefully, to your table, and it certainly will to mine. So the recipe I chose today is a Caprese salad. Many of you know that, but we're going to Fustinify it, as we say, and I'll show you a little bit of how to do that. So we'll start with, obviously, the star of the ingredient, sliced tomatoes. So find the best that you can at this time of the year, which in Northville, Michigan, is probably going to be a little different than Jim's got out there in California, but we did the best. And when we add the dressing to it, that will certainly add flavor to these tomatoes that are a little on the pale side. So slice up your tomatoes. We'll do a couple of these so that we have more. As those of you who know Caprese would be the fresh mozzarella. Set those to the side. Mozzarella. So you've got your fresh mozzarella balls. If you don't happen to be able to find the big ones, you can go with the little tiny pearls. So that's your mozzarella. You'll find those, the fresh is the one in the liquid. And could you substitute? You could, sure. If you didn't have fresh, you could go with the regular mozzarella, but the flavor is definitely not going to be the same. Slice up a couple of the balls there. And the dressing, we're going to start with, we're going to use our 18-year aged balsamic. We use 2 tablespoons of that. And you can make this as little or as much as you want, depending on what size salad you're making. If you're making for a big group, double it, triple it. But the proportions I use in this are equal. So 2 tablespoons of 18-year aged balsamic. And the olive oil, I'll show you this in a minute. I'm using the garlic olive oil today. There we go. Put that in. And that's our garlic olive oil. If you're at home and you're looking at your olive oils and you think, I don't have the garlic olive oil, what could I use? One of my favorites is the pesto olive oil. So you might think about using that. We'll add a little bit of salt and pepper to the olive oil, the vinegar. This is a really, really simple vinaigrette. Shake that up. There we go. And then the assembly of it is part of the beauty of this salad, because you eat with your eyes first. So we've got down a tomato, mozzarella, and then a basil. So we'll start with tomato. And then the basil leaf. mozzarella, tomato, repeat. Basil. Ooh, there's a big basil leaf for you. How do you like that one? Mozzarella. Basil. Or tomato, rather, I'm sorry. Then we'll drizzle this over. Just take your dressing, drizzle that over. Then I'm going to take a little bit of flake sea salt and sprinkle that over the top. The sea salt at the end especially will help bring out the juiciness of the tomatoes. This dish is best when it's been left to marinate for about a half an hour before you eat it. So you can imagine if I was letting that sit, the juiciness would come out of the tomatoes. Since through the magic today, you're right there with me, I'll take a bite of it and see how that dressing tastes with it. There we go. That's delicious. I can imagine in a half an hour how much better that will taste also. One of the alternatives, I mentioned the 18-year balsamic. We also offer a 12-year balsamic. And I've noticed that with our customers, sometimes the 18 people taste it. I'd use nothing but the 18. I love the 18-year aged. It's sweet, it's thick, it's delicious. But the 12 is not quite as sweet. It's a little tartar. And you might find that you enjoy the 12 better than the 18. It's obviously your choice. That's the flexibility of having a lot of different oils and vinegars to choose from. And there you have it, your Caprese salad. I'll toss this one over to Denise. Denise is going to make up a fruit and green salads for you.
Wonderful. Thanks, Nancy. That looks fabulous. And I'm just going to adjust my screen a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing down here. So today I'm just going to do a chopped salad that's got some chicken in it that we had at a previous earlier this week. Hang on, let's see if I can find it. There. That we had earlier this week. And so that's what I'm going to put together. So I've washed all my ingredients, and basically I'm going to start with just chopping up my romaine. I have my daughter quarantining with us for the last several weeks, and we seem to be going through quite a bit of romaine, because I think she has a salad for every meal. So we're going to put that in our bowl. And then actually this is something that Chef Andy taught me. So with your greens, I'm going to add the Meyer Lemon olive oil into a mason jar, which is a really great way to mix up your salad dressings. And then I'm going to combine that with the West Michigan blueberry, which is one of my personal favorites. I just love that on everything. And it's probably a 3, I like 3 to 1 with a little more vinegar, partly because the West Michigan blueberry has a sweetness, more of a sweetness to it. I'm just going to add a little bit of mayo to give it a creaminess, and then a little bit of salt and pepper. And just like what Nancy did, I'm just going to shake it up. It needs a little more oil. All right, I'm going to shake that one more time. And then I'm going to put it on my greens that are in my bowl. And then what Andy did all the time was just took some tongs, and he's just going to coat your greens before you add the rest of your ingredients. And that helps just get to all the corners of all the greens. And then we can put all of our other toppings on top and kind of arrange it, and it'll look really pretty and bright. So we're going to start with that. Next, I'm going to do some green onion. So we'll put those in one corner. Got some cherry tomatoes. Let's just slice those in half. These are pretty big with a pretty heavy skin on them. So you find that when you stick them in your mouth, they kind of burst all over. So it helps if you cut them in half a little bit. And then I'm just going to take some carrots and cut those a little bit thinner. And arrange those. So where is everybody tuning in from? I had somebody contact me that they're looking from Alaska. So I was trying to figure out what the time was in Alaska that they're tuning in with. So be sure to let us know. All right, so we've added some carrot. I've got some mushrooms. And really, I just listed what I had in my fridge at the time. You know, this time with what we're going through, you probably have to modify a little bit with what you have fresh in your refrigerator. And then I found some lovely blueberries. So we will add those as well. And in this corner, a little feta cheese. And what I'm going to do is I've got a chicken breast that we roasted 2 nights ago. And we're just going to slice those up and put that in the middle. So now you know that your dressing is already coated all over your bowl, and you can just present it real pretty like this. So be sure if you have any questions that you type them in there for us, and we'd be happy to answer them as well. Back to you, Jim.
Super. Thanks, Nancy. Thanks, Denise. I looked at the live and I saw people from Fort Worth, Texas, from in addition to Alaska, a couple in California. So thanks everybody for joining us. We do want to hear from you about this because we do plan to do this every Friday. And the whole idea, while we're all in this unusual circumstances, to bring you some inspiration on what you can do in the kitchen for you and your family and whoever else is with you. Every oil and vinegar that you saw Nancy and Denise display and use today, I think there were 2 in Nancy's kitchen, 2 in Denise's, are online right now under new products on our website. So go to shop, go down, you'll see new products, click on new products, and you'll see, I think it's called Nancy's something, Denise's something, and then a 4-pack. Those are all available until next Thursday, the 23rd. Yeah, till next Thursday, the 23rd of April at 15% off. Remember, those of you that are part of our frequent buyer club, you can get frequent buyer credit online. Just use the email address when you register to shop. Use the email address that you see our now weekly newsletters. And you can also redeem your free bottle if you earn one on your order. Buy 11, get the 12th bottle free. Also, I tell you, check out our Fustini Quarantini recipe videos. We made some fun videos that are on the Facebook site. They're YouTube videos. And again, I hope you find inspiration in what we're showing you. I appreciate everybody's support out there, our customers, during this difficult time. And we hope to go through this together with you. So Thank you very much and hope to see you again next week. Bye now.